Facts Verse presents… A woman found an old schoolmate living rough, and she transformed him into a totally new man. Years after finishing school, most people never forget their classmates. These people were a huge part of your life for years, and the memories of them tend to stick with you forever. Well, a woman named Wanja from Kiambu County, Kenya, is one of those people. While she lost contact with many of her old schoolmates, she never forgot them. Wanja was walking to the local market one day in October 2017. She worked as a nurse in the area and was stopping by the market on her way home. While she was heading to the store, she heard somebody call out her name. When she turned around, a figure from her past was walking toward her. The 32-year-old woman looked up and saw one of her childhood friends from school. At first, she didn't recognize the man. He had a very disheveled appearance that threw her off. When he got closer, she realized it was Patrick Wanjiru, and when she saw her old childhood friend, she didn't know what to say. Wanja and Patrick met in primary school back in 1992, and back then he was known by his nickname Hinga. In school, he was a great soccer player and was often compared to the soccer superstar Pele. Well, after school, Wanja didn't hear much about Patrick. She had no idea that he had spiraled into a lifestyle that left him completely devastated. In school, he showed a lot of promise. He got good scores on his exams in primary school and then went on to high school. He started high school assuming that he would excel. Sadly, though, he got into the wrong group of friends and they introduced him to drugs. Patrick says that his downward spiral started by smoking cigarettes, and before he knew it, he was smoking bang, which we know as marijuana, and he says that he gave in and tried the drugs because of peer pressure. When his teacher found out about his drug use, he was expelled from school, and that's when things got really bad for Patrick. He was forced to go to another high school and continued his drug habit. The school had hoped that him being expelled would be his rock bottom and would make him want to quit and get his life turned around. Sadly, his problem just progressed. The new school learned about his drug habit pretty quickly, and they called his mother Nancy. She decided to take action quickly and took her son to the hospital for evaluation. His mother got referrals, and he was admitted to Mathari Hospital, which was a psychiatric facility. The doctors found that the drugs had impacted Patrick's brain, and they admitted him for treatment. His mom thought that their troubles were over at that point, but they had just begun. Patrick was unhappy with his treatment at the hospital, and he left the facility a number of times. He says all they did was medicate him and treat him like a mental patient. He says that he wasn't mentally ill, he just had an addiction. He didn't want to be forced to take medication, so he kept running away. When Patrick was out of the hospital, he'd wander around the neighborhood naked. There were times that he'd rummage through the garbage. While in treatment, Patrick's problems didn't end. While there, he became addicted to another drug called Attain. Since he was showing no signs of improvement, Patrick ran away where he remained living on the streets. The drugs took over his life, and he was on the streets for over 10 years. While living on the streets, Patrick often thought about his siblings who were safe at home with his mother while he was on the streets. He wanted to be back with his family, but his situation made it impossible. But then he ran into Wanja, and everything changed. When she saw Patrick, she brought him a meal, and after that she gave him her phone number and decided that she wanted to do more for him. She wanted to send him into rehab, but that was expensive, so she set up a crowdfunding account, and in 9 days she collected 100,000 shillings, about $975 US for him. She got him into rehab, and he was in detox for 9 days. Soon he gained weight and regained his mental faculties. When the story went viral, the rehab facility allowed him to stay for intensive rehab free of charge, and today he is happy and healthy and holding down a job. He's successful, and it's all due to his old school friend, Wanja. Subscribe for more.